And we're live. Welcome to Writer's Life, place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste, and more particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. The book's covering up my award. There. Now you can see how great I am because I won an award. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch out the bell for notifications. No, fuck. Punch out the like button and tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one exciting video. And if these videos are exciting, you can imagine how exciting these books are over here, over there. Anyway, just took a nap. I didn't sleep well last night. I was a little sick to my stomach. I don't know why. Happens, all right. I get stressed out, like, because I have to travel starting Saturday, and I'll be gone, as everybody knows, for 6 or 7 weeks. And like, I gotta pack everything into like a little backpack, and also my like shoulder bag. And it's like starting a small war, I swear to God, between doing laundry and like trying to get like everything together, like, and so like I show all my stress in my stomach. So that's probably what was going on there. But I'm getting it together. Got all my euros and all that sort of stuff, so ready to go. Upgraded to premium class or whatever, one below first class. So I'm excited about that. 37,000 miles it cost me. Not bad. I still have 65,000 miles left. So that's cool. Anyway, fear of criticism. There was a time I used to read like all like the reviews and stuff like that. I don't read even a single one anymore. If there's a couple of reviewers out there, like professional reviewers, like Fran Lewis, for instance, who I read all her reviews. She's very good to me. And naturally I read them because they're almost always good. But she's got this thing where like if she doesn't like a book, she's not going to review it. She's really good like that. But like, I had a reviewer, like the worst review I ever got was ironically for The Remains, which is like my most popular book. I've struck how many deals with that book? Like 3 or 4. And some asshole says like, if you put like a bunch of monkeys in a room, like they'll eventually come up with this garbage. If you put a bunch of monkeys in a room with a typewriter, they'll eventually come up with something like The Remains. Fuck off. Like he actually took the time to write that and like it's witty and new. Anyway, that was a long time ago though. But in truth, the good reviews, you don't want to believe them too much, and the really bad reviews like that, you don't really want to believe them either. And there was a time with Amazon especially where a lot of authors, popular authors who were being published by Amazon imprints like me, and I believe it was this dude. Well, I'm not going to name him because he's just going to give me shit, and I don't need it. But he's from England. He had a fake account, and like he would just write terrible reviews for every, like fellow authors that were at his publishing house and stuff. And Amazon found out about it, and I actually gave this guy a good review. They asked me to blurb one of his books, which I'm sorry I did now. But that's the kind of crap that was going on. I remember when, what's my book? Everything Burns came out. The bots took over. That was another problem with Amazon. They had a lot of bots. As soon as a book came out, you'd see like sucks. This book sucks, or whatever. It'll be like the same review, like, and they would come at you like one every few seconds. And obviously robots, trying to just destroy you. So like that happened, and then the bot stopped, and I ended up with like overall like a 1.5-star rating for Everything Burns, and it was a Kindle first book. I'm like, yeah, I remember I was in California. I'm like watching this. I'm like panicked, calling my agent. My agent's got to call, Thomas and Mercer at Amazon, and like, trying to figure out what's going on. And they're like, we don't know what's going on. And eventually it stopped. And then the real reviews started coming in. And now the book's like a 4-star book or something like that. But it took a while, so like my point is between robotic critics and fake critics and just real critics, people are out to get you. So in my opinion, nobody likes a critic, whether you're real or not, especially critics who don't write books themselves. Ernest Hemingway hated critics, absolutely hated them. And there's a famous story of him actually getting into a fist fight with a critic. I forget the guy's name. Edmund Wilson, maybe? Or I might be confusing it. Doesn't matter. But anyway, Hemingway goes in to see his publisher, Max Perkins, in New York City. And this guy who gave him a shitty review for Death in the Afternoon is there. And he's trying to be all nice and stuff. And like Hemingway fucking goes after him with both fists. He fucking tears his own shirt open. And he's like, see, I have hair on my chest. Because apparently this reviewer was like, oh, Hemingway's fake. He pretends he's got hair on his chest and he's strong and all this. He's like, yeah, I got hair on my chest. And pow, he fucking knocks the guy out. Like right there. Max Perkins is like, who's very mild-mannered man is like, oh my God, somebody stop this. It's a famous story. Some of it might be legend. There's other versions where like they just sort of rolled around on the floor wrestling a little bit. Still, Hemingway hated him. He hated anybody who didn't write books and was a critic. He didn't think it was fair. He thought it was a fair fight. He was a boxing aficionado, and he didn't think it was a fair fight when critics went after your books. And I kind of some truth to that. It's like if you don't know what goes into writing a book, then you have no business being a critic. Maybe. There's a lot of very good readers out there, however, who, can tell when a book has been sort of mailed in and a book that's, the author took the time to really do a good job. So, got to give credit where credit is due, right? All right, I'm coming to you early with this video. Usually you guys expect me around 3:15 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to chime in with questions and comments, you can always expect me pretty much all the time to come in at 3:15 on Eastern Standard Time. Now, I say that now, but on Saturday I head to Europe where I'll be ahead 6 hours. So it's going to be all screwed up. So let's put it this way. After December 2nd or 3rd, when I'm back, I'll make an announcement and I will try to come to you guys every day at the same time so that you can be like, oh, Vin's on. I'm going to chime in. And what I'll do is I'll go through my little spiel and then, you can chime in. And then at the end, I'll do the Q&A for 5 or 6 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it takes. Sometimes maybe no one will chime in. Sometimes 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 people will chime in. We'll see. I'll also try to announce more Ask Me Anythings as well in December. All right. So that's all I got today. I got an article that was due this morning. Haven't finished it yet. And I got some other stuff I got to do. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, 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 ciao.